Hi guys, I have the Hero XPulse 200T with me, and I've clocked more than 500 kilometers. So it's about time that I give you a quick review of it. So let's begin with the design. When I first saw it in the pictures, I honestly did not like it, but when you see it in flesh and metal, this is a beautiful motorcycle. I mean, come on, if you imagine that it had Honda CB 200 written over it, you would have drooled. You would have said that this is the bike that I want. In fact, talking about design, let me quickly show you a couple of interesting bits. So you see, this is offset. The axle is offset, so this allows them to maintain a sharper steering geometry without compromising on the suspension travel, and without, of course, making the bike too tall from the front. And this, if you'll see, okay, let me change the position. So these would prove handy for your for tying your luggage via bungee cords or even normal rope. And my only complaint is that this space is they've wasted this space. In fact, they could have made the seat longer and pushed this behind by a couple of inches. It would have given more space for the pillion seat, and because right now the pillion gets like this much only to sit. It could have been made longer, and the seat comfort is pretty decent. Some might find the seat to be narrow, but I didn't I have no complaints whatsoever. The seat height is 799 mm, and it feels a bit higher than my R15, my younger brother's R15 V2's 800 mm high seat, but then it's manageable. My height is 5'1", so anyone who's shorter than 5'3", 5'4", would recommend a test ride, but I'm sure you would not face any major issue, provided your legs are not disproportionately shorter. The build quality is quite nice. In fact, nothing has rattled in this test. I've clocked more than 500 kilometers, like I told you. So yeah, no complaints there as well. So while we are talking about the instrumentation and build quality, let me tell you that look, this is quite a chunky headlight brace. The headlight is an all LED affair. Same goes for the tail light as well. The headlight illumination is decent at best. The headlight brightness and throw, it's okay. It's not bad, it's not great, it's just okay. All right. And talking about engine, this has a simple air-cooled 200cc 2-valve motor. And as far as the performance is concerned, well, 0 to 100 it took 12.5 seconds. For perspective, the RTR 400 RTR 200 4V, when I tested it a few years ago, it had clocked 0 to 100 in 10 seconds flat. Okay, the top speed of this motorcycle is only 119 kilometers per hour. Okay, and then it hits the limiter. Now, what's more important if you are in the market to buy this motorcycle is, as far as touring in India goes, from 100 to 120, it should be a stress-free affair. Now, this bike's top speed itself is 119 kilometers per hour. So let me tell you that at 70 kilometers per hour in 5th gear, that is the top gear, it has a 5-speed gearbox. You might notice, okay, most might not even notice, but I have to test motorcycles, I have to tell you that at 70 kilometers per hour in 5th gear, there is a mild, faint sensation of vibrations in the foot pegs. At 80, in fact at 90, and it stays like that up to 85. From 90 kilometers per hour, you can, in fact every owner will feel the vibrations in the foot pegs. Okay, there is a mild buzz in the tank, but nothing that would be disconcerting. Nothing in the handlebar, and above 100, it stays more or less the same. You will feel the vibrations mostly in the pegs. Okay, as far as the tank and handlebar is concerned, again, that's a non-issue. In fact, even the vibrations at the foot pegs are a non-issue. What is actually an issue is that anything above 90, the engine sounds stressed, and that is something that will bother you if you are you're buying this bike for touring. However, if you are someone who can limit his speeds while touring to 90, you can maintain like 80 90 80 90 and not go beyond 90 kilometers per hour. Yes sir, this bike is indeed a tourer for you. The ride quality is simply brilliant. However, I must add that the Apache 204V is even better here. So again, in isolation, this bike's ride quality is brilliant, and again, at the cost of repetition, the Apache 204V is even better. The handling of this motorcycle is again very nice. Okay, you will have no complaints whatsoever as far as the handling of this motorcycle is concerned. Plus, it has the longest wheelbase in this segment, so it's absolutely stable at high speeds. In fact, it really feels stable in corners as well. So great ride quality, adequate performance. Alright, the most important thing, the fuel efficiency. So overall, this gave me 36.8 kilometers per liter. Anywhere between 38 to 40 is what you can expect from this under mixed riding conditions, and with a careful right hand, I would not be surprised if you come back and tell me that, hey, I'm getting 42 and 45, of anywhere between 42 and 45. So yeah, full marks to Hero for fuel efficiency. Okay, yes, brakes. So despite having a bigger rotor than the RTR 200s, it's the TVS that has better braking power and better feel as well at the lever. This one's bite is not bad, but the feel at the lever is almost zero. Okay, so you're in tricky conditions, you're better off squeezing the lever completely, and if the tire locks, the ABS will take over. So yes, that's how you would brake on this one. The tire grip is quite decent. I am happy with the tire grip, and the ground clearance is 177 mm. Pretty neat. And so the verdict is, see, this motorcycle costs 95,500 rupees ex showroom Delhi. So that makes it cheaper than most of the 150-160cc motorcycles. So essentially you are getting a 200cc motorcycle cheaper than most 150cc, 160cc motorcycles. So that makes it phenomenal value for money and a very sensible purchase at that. If you have more questions, please ask me in the comment section below. I will answer each and every one of them. And I hope you liked the video. So yep, you may feel free to give it a like and share and subscribe and whatnot. Thank you so much, guys.